Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
BoxingVoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I don't want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record for pay-per-view.
My drop, I know my drop, I know my situation. I want to fight. But it's gonna be very difficult for both of us.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Today's immediate reaction show is going to be your Adrien Broner versus Adrian Granados post-fight immediate reaction. Definitely a good fight, but before I get into that, let me jump out to the Golden State. Matthew Hunter hunting down every single podcast with me. What's going on, brother? What you think of this main event? Well, how's everything?
I thought that it's another sign of the 10-point muscle system having some natural flaws. I mean, we have, and unlike any other sport, combat sports has a subjective-based scoring system. So we're going to get weird scorecards when we get fights like this, where we have diametrically two very different styles of fighting, two different game plans, two different techniques. We have a guy in Adrien Broner throwing mainly counter strikes, and we have a guy in Adrian Granados that's coming forward, throwing a lot of sloppy punches, but definitely having the volume, definitely working to the body. It's a weird fight to score. I personally had it a draw. I had it 5 rounds to each. I do think that Adrian Granados definitely did more work throughout the fight, but because we scored round by round, I ended up with a draw at the end. It's one of those fights where if you score for either one, I'm not upset. I don't like wide decisions, but it is a close fight that could go either way, in my opinion.
Let's head on over back to New Jersey. I see he's anxious.
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I said fight two.
Stay focused, stay working my dad.
I
Listen, if you come to fight, then I'm gonna have to look for you, man.
said fight two.
I think you're accurate.
Hey, Matt, I think you're accurate. I had it 95 as well. I had it a tied. I saw Granados indeed used the Maidana blueprint round 1 through 3, and he kept just going and going and going. So if you want to name your next pit bull, and you can't find a name for him, you can name him Granados, because every time the referee pushed this guy back, he just kept coming back forward. Even when the bell rang, he was like, in his face. But you got to give props to Adrien Broner, because Adrien Broner took the fight. And Granado is not, he's not I don't know what name to call it, where he's not a good matchup. This dude definitely showed all the flaws that Adrien Broner could possess. So what's next for Adrien Broner?
Well, I kind of left the floor for you guys. I was hoping someone else would be the bad guy, but I guess as always, I got to be the bad guy. I mean, this is some bullshit. Who was this fucking George Jefferson looking ass ref, Samson and Son ass ref that didn't give Broner not one fucking warning, not even one warning? This guy was using his forearm, his elbow. It was so much holding. The shit was excessive. This was hometown cooking. Now, I'm not saying Granados won. I'm not saying that, because I was so frustrated I couldn't score this fight. How could you, with all the holding, the grappling? I mean, he put him in the guillotine. It was ridiculous. He would have him under his armpit. Listen, you can play the song all you want, but what has to be known is that this guy clinched all night. Granados wasn't given a fair shot. On top of this fight being scheduled to be at 140, then all of a sudden, quickly, it's got to be 147. Now he's got to deal with this dude's excessive holding and forearms. This guy want to act like he's made.
Granados was bigger. Come on, Ness. Granados.
Wait.
Bigger guy. Granados looked like he was an actual welterweight in there.
So that gives you the right to use your forearm illegally all on his
No, but don't use the size or the whole weight thing as anything. Granados came in pounds heavier than Broner.
Matter. Granados is disciplined. He could have made 140. It only went to 147 because of Broner.
And 10 rounds as well. I was surprised to see that.
Come on, man. Listen, it was a great fight. Broner fought a good fight whenever he wasn't holding. The minute he fights in spots, so he'll hit you with a 3-punch combination because he's lightning fast. But then when Granado wants to get off, he's holding.
Let me sign off real quick.
Ward does that. Ward does that.
I know. I said on paper, and through promotion that I thought Granado was hype, but the truth be told, AB stepped up. Granados is a great lightweight. Right?
How did he step up? I want to see what this guy's gonna do at 140. The other welterweights, because last time I checked, when he was in there with an elite welterweight, they did not allow him to hold that much. Why? Because an elite fighter will not let you clinch all that time.
Hey.
Granados is Adrien Broner's
Gibbs
partner, man.
I was just about to ask you that, Nestor Gibbs, a hardcore question.
No, I'm mad as hell. Buddy McGirt
Sparring partner, Granados.
I didn't hear him complain not one time. And Matt, you know, you're the hipster. You shouldn't even be making those faces. You're going to tell me the holding wasn't excessive. Really? You want to be the
Granados was working him on the inside. Even if he was holding excessively, it's not like it impeded Granados. He was working him on the inside, working him with body shots. So it did not affect Granados because most people would come in here and say Granados won.
You don't think he lost some stamina with all that grappling he had to do?
It's part of the game. Andre Ward does it. You don't give him shit when he did that to Sergey Kovalev.
Wow, so Andre Ward uses the forearm to the bridge of your nose like that. Really?
They all do that, man. Come on. All defensive fighters have used that for 100 fucking years, man. Really did that shit. Pernell Whitaker did that shit. Muhammad Ali did that shit. Come on.
Hey, Nest, real talk.
People complain about Mayweather using that forearm all day. This guy's taking that blueprint right, that page right out of Mayweather's book.
Yes.
It's up to the ref. You can complain.
Wait. Can I say something? I want to say something.
He didn't get not one warning. Never, not one. They both. Even Adrian Granados was using his head. They both were cheating, and the ref was incompetent. He should be fired. Listen, the sanctioning bodies need to hire these referees and have them travel. Don't get this guy from a Cincinnati commission that probably never gets any fucking work. He's a fucking on his side job. He's a part-time actor being a stunt double for Samson's son or something with this. I mean, no, he didn't belong in there, bro.
Yo, the other ref had the Samuel Davis Jackson ponytail. The Peter.
I just can't believe. I hope that the listeners and callers at least call in and they feel like I feel, because what is he gonna do in there with a Sean Porter if he gets a rematch or
it won't happen in Ohio.
Aggressive, a Keith Thurman.
It won't happen in Ohio.
Hold an elite level fight. Kell Brook is not gonna let you hold him like that. Listen,
it won't happen in Ohio.
Broner gets his credit from me. He is lightning fast, but he fights in spurts. If you are gonna come forward and throw punches, it's going to be a problem for him.
Ness, can I ask you a question?
Broner isn't staying at 147.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask anybody on the panel a question?
Is he going to go back down? This would be, listen.
You weighed 145 pounds, Ness.
Can I ask anybody a question?
We can't allow him to continue to fluctuate like this in weight, man.
Granados was the one that barely came in on weight.
Dude.
Come on, man. Why are we acting like it's just Adrien Broner that had trouble making weight? They both agreed to it. They both agreed to it. They were both having trouble missing weight.
All right, let's get out to the callers because everybody is not here for us. They're here for the opinions of the callers. We're going to go out to these phone lines. Enrique, I know you got something to say. Go for it.
I just want to ask, like, the truth is that Granado looked huge, right? Granados, up close, too close for Broner's comfort, and also Granados defense tight. Granados
defense tight. Yo, Enrique, stop wasting our time, brother. What do you mean his defense tight? Dude was sloppy as fuck in there.
Oh, okay. Well, hardcore, I didn't see that. I saw something different, just like the judge saw something different. So I had it a tie. You had it something else. The judges had it something else. I know I said on paper, and I thought promotions, Granado was hyped. And Granado definitely did entertain me. Adrien Broner did not look like Adrien Broner. against Ponce de Leon. I'm just telling you.
No, you're right, Enrique. You're right.
I'm just telling you. Granados made Adrien Broner look different.
Different like what? Different like what?
Yo, the card tonight was called Styles versus Substance. Who brought it? The substance or the style?
My man, that's what you don't get. This continues to strategically happen. Like this guy fought Ashley Teopain. Then he fought what is the Alabakurdiev? Now he's fighting Granados. When is he gonna fight the Sean Porters again, or Andre Bertos, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman? And if he's gonna stay at 140, well then Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Regis Pro.
That happens next.
You know what I'm saying?
That happens next.
What you mean next?
That happens next.
He's picking and choosing.
That happens next.
And then
Granados beat Amir Iman. Amir Iman was defeated by Granados.
Listen, you don't know what you're doing right now, okay? The advantages that that Granados had over Amir Iman, they were stripped from him a few days before the fight.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a kid that's 5'9" at 140 pounds. So if he's given the true opportunity that he deserved to fight at 140, the weight that he can make and come in with a size advantage, it might be just that, a size advantage. Stop saying that, oh, Broner did this. Or, yeah, this is not the kid's weight. That's why people suck down, so they can have their advantage. The advantage was taken from him, and then on top of that, he was cheated for 10 rounds, and he wanted a 12-rounder. And you want to come in here talking about size and all, but he's big. He's supposed to be bigger at 140, the weight that he deserved to fight. And if you ain't going to fight him there, don't put the forearm in his broken nose. Let the referee be a fucking referee. This guy needs to be fired is all I'm saying. I'm going to get to the callers because I'm hogging
You're
up.
upset, man. You're upset.
Dude, it's unfair. He wasn't.
You can be upset at the ref. You can be because that's your opinion that Broner was excessively holding, that he was being egregious with his fouls, and therefore the ref should have done something. That's your opinion. You can have that opinion, but to say that Broner cannot do those things, I think is ridiculous, because if the ref allows him to do it, why not do it?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying,
you're absolutely right.
Ness, let me ask you.
Up to the ref's discretion, but at the end of the day, they are illegal. They are illegal and not part of the Marcus Berry, Queensberry rules, whatever the hell it's called.
I didn't even see whatever y'all calling illegal. I did not see. I watched television.
You the casual fan, Daddy. You the casual fan of the show. You know that.
Yo, man, the computer percentile showed up. They were like numbers, and the numbers were against Broner. That's what I saw. So
this guy's casual.
All right, go get to the phone calls, man. Get to the hardcore phone callers, man.
Listen, if you're gonna complain about Devin Alexander holding Marcos Maidana years ago, you gotta complain today. If you're gonna complain about Kell Brook holding Sean Porter, you gotta complain today. If you're gonna complain about Mayweather's forearm on every single opponent that you complained over the years, well, you gotta complain today. I'm just asking you to be consistent. Be consistent. And I'm watching everybody. I'm like Santa Claus. I'm checking my list twice.
And I'm going to keep record.
You better not duck me, son.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know how this works. We're going out to the phone lines. 1-425-569-5241. International callers. Call us up on Skype by adding Nestor Gibbs. We're going out to our alumni.
It's the place to be. You got to be that to know it. Everybody wanna see.
Off top, if you scored, give us your scorecard. Off top, if you did not score, tell us who you think won. Granado or Adrien Broner?
Hey, what up, Boxing Voice? What up, Boxing Voice? Hey, my bad, Casual. I didn't even hear you. What was that?
Yo, compa, what's up, brother? I was saying off top, if you scored it, give us your card. If you did not score it, who you think won, Broner or Granado?
Nah, I had it 9-1 for Broner.
Damn, I mean, I didn't hear Ness score. I didn't hear Matt score.
Compa, what were you smoking? What were you smoking, Compa? Come on. 9-1 Broner.
UD for Broner.
Compa. Oh, he dropped.
All right, let's keep it moving. Marcus in DC, talk to us.
I heard they got good drugs out Cali. They must got real good drugs out Cali for Crawford. I had 9-1 for Broner. Stop it. Stop it. 6-4 Granados. Same score I would have probably had it with. Similar fight reminded me of Paulie versus Adrien Broner. Busier fighter. Didn't always land the cleaner shots because he wasn't throwing counter punches. And y'all can go back to previous calls, y'all hear me say, judges have to learn how to stop judging fights by only judging one style of fighting, which is clean counter punching. You have to be able to give effective aggression. You have to be able to look at who's scoring the most scoring blows. Granados scored the most scoring blows. It's just the simple facts of it, man. And it's like, unless people are screaming on Mayweather doing it, unless people are screaming on Andre Ward doing it, then we're going to keep getting these situations where the guy who they want to win will do it in a situation where we see it being totally a foul fest.
But keep in mind, we got two different fights. We got the TV and the judges see two different fights. Keep that in mind, Steve Fallhood's words.
Nah, but listen, I get when people say that, right? But here's what I'm trying to say. They are professional judges who go to some type of continuing education yearly to look at the scoring criteria of a fight. Defense, ring generalship, clean. And
man, that referee need to go back to school. That referee need to go back to school.
He reminded me when he first came on. At first thing I reminded of like when we had fights here, they put a local fucking DC referee on, like that Mid Khan and fucking Lamont Peterson fight and shit. I was like, this is a Kenny Savalier, Comcast News Sports fucking ref, man, and get him out of there. At first thing I thought when he was giving the instructions, I'm like, who the fuck is this clown? Listen, man, 6'4" Granados, at worst 5'5". Adrien Broner, his name should be Adrian. I'm going to have problems with Broner because he can't beat nobody. Like you said, if he dropped down all the way to 40 is his best bet, but he's going to have to deal with somebody. He can't beat none of the big 47. I don't even think he could beat Lamont Peterson after looking at him like, because Lamont will press him the fuck out. So, man, Broner, he better enjoy this little win. He better go get him a real fucking coach, you know what I'm saying, and go somewhere and get away from all this nonsense if he values his career. If not, some of those punches we saw Granado grazing off of him, somebody's going to knock him the fuck out. Watch what you hear. Y'all heard
was that the Maidana blueprint? Did you see the Maidana blueprint?
The Maidana blueprint. I think he did the Paulie blueprint. He let his hands go. He hit him up and down. The Maidana, the Marlon kind of one is less because Granados don't have the power. So I thought it looked more like Paulie Malignaggi against Broner. He was touching him, pop, 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 pop. He get hit, boom. Pop, 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 pop. He get hit, boom.
Marcus is crazy, pop, 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 pop. Yo, bro, Malignaggi wished he hit Broner as much as or as hard as Granado was. You kidding me or what, son? Let's go to Chicago.
What blueprint was that,
Let's go to Chicago. Did
Adrian? Hold on. We have a ringer. My
bad.
Unfadeable.
Oh, unfadeable. Talk to us.
Damn. Out of nowhere, unfadeable. You scored a fight tonight. What was it?
Yeah. Of course, I scored the fight. I scored a 7-3 Broner, man.
Okay. Well, you and Ness had the same scorecard. Now, what about the referee? You paid attention to him?
Where the ref?
Yeah,
I did. But like Matt, I agree with Matt though. When they were inside, they weren't holding too much. They're actually dirty boxing each other inside. Like Granados was attacking the body, and Broner was throwing the counter uppercut the whole night. You know, they weren't like really holding and stalling time. They were actually dirty boxing each other. You know.
Where though? The only dirty I saw was the nose cut, the forearm to the nose.
No,
I thought you ain't see that, Enrique.
Like that?
I just got it back in my head right now when the replay.
Back in your head. You just want to be cutting people off.
It's not like a dirty move, you know. But I thought it was 7-3 Broner. It was a good fight. Granados is tough, but just like I said on Thursday, he doesn't have the power to hurt Adrian the whole night.
I would. Two people got it for Broner tonight, Ness and Matt.
Compa had 9-1 though. Like, get the fuck out of here.
9-1 is way too wide. 7. I had a 7-3 clear for sure though, because cleaner punches. And Granados was tough, but he never really rocked Broner. He never really landed like a clean right hook or something that would make Broner hurt, like fall in the ring.
Yeah, but Broner wasn't as active and was not in control as Granado was. Granado was in his face, in control.
I'm faded. We're gonna get to some others, brother. You got any other anything else?
Ness, you didn't see Granados in his face, in control?
We have BoxingMD on the line as well.
Oh, do we really?
Yes, we do. Want me to bring him on?
Let's
see what
I'll bring him on.
Today.
I'll be nice.
We talking about Chicago.
Yo.
What's up? I heard Ness just had a
breakdown.
Kind of a yeast infection over there. Granados, his boy just got, But anyways, I agree with a lot of what Ness is saying. It's like we talk about all these Lomachenko getting fucking privilege and Golovkin getting privilege. This is the definition of cocksucking motherfucking privilege. What Adrien Broner is doing to his opponents. And I agree with what Ness is saying. It was a close fight. I don't know who won the fight, honestly. I wasn't scoring it where I was watching it. It was just on in the background. I was watching it. Adrien Broner is so fucking out of shape. If you didn't see it, then I don't know what to tell you. He's
physically out of shape?
Talent alone.
Physically out of shape? Because I didn't see that.
Yes. I mean, he doesn't look out of shape to you, but if you were to see the younger Adrien Broner, he looked a lot different physically in that way. And also, I feel like whether it's his hand or whatever, he was not jabbing, and he literally was just standing there the entire night waiting to counter uppercuts.
He did say he hurt his left hand.
Even got him.
MD. He did say he broke his left hand in the first round, by the way.
Yo, and he also said he'd been out 10 months or whatever amount of time, and that's why he couldn't make 140.
I don't care about that bullshit.
Yeah, but if he legitimately broke his hand, that's a good reason not to be throwing a jab.
Well, we need to find out. Let's see if he went to the hospital.
Wait, MD, off top, who do you have winning? Broner?
I mean, honestly, like, either way. I didn't score it. But like 9-1, like Broner. I mean,
yo, that's going by. That's going by. Listen, MD.
No, but MD, who do you have winning off top?
7-3 clearly.
Off top, 7-3. Okay, 7-3. Let's introduce the
we have
new surprise for you guys.
Or have Adrien Broner winning by the slightest of contests. I put it that way. Let you guys go.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna see you Monday.
Calling in, MD.
I'll see you Monday, MD. Stakes on Ness.
I'll see you too. I'm gonna be seeing you, MD. Don't worry.
Am I coming through?
You're coming through, Mario.
I didn't know if it was gonna work. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long time.
Say you got in your.
I should have left you without another freestyle to rec to, but yeah, man, I'm back. So Broner brings out the stars or the anti-stars. So I guess that's why I'm here.
No one knows you anymore though. But
I got my that's why I wore my the old BoxingVoice shirt, so they know it's like retro day. You know what I mean?
True.
Real, yo. Maybe the people in Texas remember Mario Munguia, but Mario, what the hell did you think of the fight, brother? I mean, I'm sure you heard my antics. I mean, I'm a little upset of the excessive holding and the forearm to the nose, and it just wasn't really a fair shot. From the weight to the cheating in the ring, I'm kind of ticked off tonight.
And I just got rid of all the politics, and I said, "Oh shit, Granados is in the man's face, too close for comfort for Broner, and Broner just didn't have enough to win."
Wow. By the way, we should be having like 1,000 likes right now since so many people are watching. So if you could just do us a favor, hit that thumbs up. Just hitting that thumbs up is free, and it means that you're enjoying the boxing banter going on. Remember that number, 1-425-569-5241. International callers. Call us absolutely free by adding Nestor Gibbs on Skype. So, Mario, the performance, your thoughts?
Well, let's see if I remember how to do this. Look, to me, the fight was great, and I'm always an advocate of a great fight. I fully appreciate and understand the criticism because Broner got away with a lot of stuff. Granados made it a dirty fight, but I think it was within the realm of what he does. Going back to the show Thursday, which I did hear. A lot of people made great points and great comparisons to the type of fighter that Granados is. I think we saw that, but what shocked me the most, what I loved, is this kid goes in there in the first round, and we know what we're supposed to expect from this fight. It's not really working right away. He takes a step back and starts to try to box. What was going on? It was the best thing. It was the worst thing. It was hilarious as it was smart. And I think it threw a curveball to Adrian. I don't know what the deal is, how many people believe that his hand was hurt. I do believe his hand was hurt because he fought a game plan that did not allow for his best mechanics to show up. Now, I'm going to say something that I really wanted to say Thursday. I wanted to come on Thursday's show, wasn't able to make it. And so what I wanted to say is it feels like Adrien Broner is the answer to the black fighters Gotti. Now, I'm not comparing them at all style-wise or anything like that, but say what you want about Adrien Broner. He's got a ton of heart. He went in there and did what he had to do with a guy who you don't do that with. I mean, he could have fought a better fight. He could have fought a smarter fight and probably gotten the job done much easier. I did score at 6-4 for Broner. That said, Granados, the way that he mixed up the attack, even though his arsenal is very limited, he's not a great athlete. I'm not saying he's a bad athlete, but he's certainly not on the level of Broner. But he went in there. He tried to match wits with him at times. He threw it for a curveball. I was going in there. I think it was Ness or maybe it was Matt who said that the 12-round favored Granados. I think that was one of y'all that said that. And going into the fight, I didn't know who the 12-round favored. I had a pick, and it just changed back and forth. I don't know who that 12th round would have favored. Both.
It was only 10 rounds. It was only 10 rounds.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know who it would have favored had it gone an extra 2 rounds. And so it was a great fight, though, all around. And look, Broner is who he is. I want to see him again. And so, I want to see Granados again. I doubt we see a rematch. But that being said, it was a fun fight. And that's all I really care about.
What's next for Broner?
Honestly, I think that this
stays at 47 or he goes back down. Matt has it made up that he's going back down.
Oh, I think he's got to go back down. I don't even think it's a choice. What we saw in there is we saw Broner early on try to be the bigger guy. No, he cannot be the bigger guy. Did you see him try to push his head down? He was in position. Look, I don't know a lot about that style of fighting. For those that don't remember me, I did box back in the day. I still do box just, for cardio's sake. And what I remember is when you are in position to use your tricep to pull a man down, that man should not get back up. Floyd Mayweather's not a strong guy, but Floyd Mayweather knows how to use his body, and when he puts guys in that position, they stay down and they get irritated and frustrated. Granados did not get irritated nor frustrated because he couldn't stay down. He was strong enough to use his back muscles, which is the most delicate muscles that you possess. I mean, I don't know if MD's still on, but it should be one of the most delicate muscles you possess to outweigh Broner's triceps in those matches. And look, that did not make the fight, but that is predicated upon whether or not Broner stays up or goes down. He's got to go down. He's just not a big fighter.
All right. Well, let's get back out to the callers. You know the number 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 if you want to talk to the public.
Popping all this champagne, popping all this rosé, getting money like Jose, chain cold, Norway. Shorty want that foreplay. I'm like, no way, gotta rock it like Coldplay, killing it.
Hey. Jose's not even ready. Let's go to Carmelo in Chicago, actually. He's actually from Chicago, and Adrian Granados is in Chicago. Talk to us, Melo.
How did you give it to us? Pause.
And as you know, your boy AD always bullshitting. So that's what he been doing. Being from Chicago, man, I ain't even gonna be one side. I'm gonna say Broner won 5-4. but it was a little extra holding. If you saw the broken nose part, it was a forearm shiver with a headbutt after that. That's what broke his nose. If you was watching the fight close like I was. But, man, the weight change, it's just kind of frustrating, man. Rest in peace to Ed Brown. I know Adrian was out there fighting for Ed. He gave it a good go. He was sloppy at times. I like that he mixed up. He was trying to box. He was getting pop shot in the beginning. The speed was a factor, and he stepped back and tried to box. But and on the inside, Buddy McGirt was telling him to put his arms inside to try to work the body. But his arms is too long, man. So, you know, he did what he could. He gave the guts and the glory. But I just say, man, just with the last-minute weight change, it's about Bane's promotion. He in his hometown. You know, I like Adrien Broner a lot, but after this fight, man, I don't know what he got. You know what I'm saying? He fought Theo Payne, and he fought whoever he fought for that one belt. I don't even know who the guy's name was. And then this fight, like I'm with Ness. Like, when he gonna step up? He got the name. He making the big checks. He got his own promotional company. Let's see some big fights, man. Let's stop all the holding. You know, stop all the forearm shivers. You know, I know he fight like that. It's part of Mayweather game plan he took from him. But, you know, let's just be fair out across the board. That's what I really got to say. Let's be fair.
Yo, to be honest and be fair, Adrien Broner is the closest that we have to Money Mayweather. Just to be honest.
Stop with your casual fan nonsense.
Just to be honest, I'm telling you the truth.
He's not wrong. He's really not wrong when it comes to when it comes to the commercial standpoint. There's an it factor. Okay, there's an it factor, and Broner's got that it factor. Why do y'all care? Why does everybody care every time he fights? They shouldn't care. If it was anybody else in the world, based on his resume, based on what he's done, they wouldn't care.
Hold on. Who is this? Who's taking my call?
Oh, that's the new guy.
The new guy. My bad. Get it in.
Yeah, he's being straight.
He say box, man. Hey, you keep jacking my call. They got to set up on the undercard. Me and Mario. No, I'm just, no, man. But I'm saying it's just good. You know what I'm saying? Don't be jacking my call, bro. We gonna get problems. Like,
No. I just try to clear it up. This is all you. Go for it, bro.
Yeah, it's all. I'm just joking. It's all fun.
No, I know.
I'm just saying it's kind of disappointing. I'm just saying, like, I want to see Broner step up. I wouldn't mind seeing Adrian Granados in the contender situation, fighting either upcoming guy.
Yo, hold on. I gotta hijack you, bro.
The original hijacker is that.
Hijacked himself.
I felt jealous because Mario hijacked you. The real hijacker had to hijack you, right? No,
FYI, we got hundreds of callers, let's get there. All right, Mello, thanks for calling in. We're going to go to BJ from Minnesota. How'd you see the fight?
Jose's on, by the way. Just saying.
Who?
Canadian Jose is on.
Get to him. He dropped the ball. Good to have you back, BJ. What's your immediate reaction, man? Adrien Broner versus Adrian Granados.
Man, great fight. I mean, it was a lot of action in it. And I agree with you, Ness. I feel like the forearm, because even when I was watching the fight, I'm like, he better pull that forearm back. He's going to get a point taken. You know, that's what I was thinking during the fight. I thought he was going to at some point get a point taken, but it never happened.
If I was the rest, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's exactly why casual boxing fans don't ref Showtime championship boxing matches.
I saw the fight too. I didn't see no form.
That guy looked like he was a casual.
Casual don't know what he saw, man. Casual, stop cutting people off, man. BJ, go.
But yeah, it was a great fight, and I don't think it's gonna happen again. I scored it 6-4, so that's how I had it for Broner. I had it for him on a landslide, but I think that the hooks definitely played a part in it, and the uppercuts. Those definitely played a part and kind of slowed Granados down. But big ups to Mario. I'm glad to see you back. And another person I hope that comes back is Mr. Jameson Rocket himself. I would love to hear him on the show again. But big ups to BoxingVoice, and thank you for taking my call.
All right, make sure you hit that thumbs up.
Appreciate it.
Always glad to have you. Make sure you do hit that thumbs up, like, casual, share. We should be having 1,000 likes on this episode. We're going to go to...
We have Compa and Canadian Jose on the line.
Like, all right. First. So we're going to Jose, Canadian Jose gets no intro because he dropped the ball the last time. What's up, Canada?
Yo, what's up, Ness? You know what, man? I gotta call you out, Ness. You know what? It seems like you only are able to give the benefit of the doubt to the boxers that are in good grace with you, man. Broner checks you and puts you in your place, and you start hating on him, man. You guys are haters, man. Broner is what makes this sport amazing. He's what makes it worthwhile, man. He brings action, excitement, skill. He knows how to work the mic. And you guys are hating on him. What the fuck? What is he supposed to do?
Jose, is he replacing Floyd Mayweather on the top?
Back.
Yo, Jose, that was also a whack-ass apology at the end. I was disappointed about the mic working tonight.
Exactly. I'm asking you, is he replacing Floyd Mayweather for you? The way he moves his body, the way he chews his gum, it reminds me of Floyd Mayweather.
We'll let you know when the casual's on the phone so you can ask some ridiculous questions.
I'm just saying, that's what I felt. I'm just saying.
Why would Jose think that Broner
will be?
Yo, casual is that Duce got him in another level tonight.
I'm just asking the question, man.
No, man. You may laugh, but I agree with casual, man. Broner is he's gonna be at the top of he's gonna be at the top of boxing. You guys can all laugh and do what you want. This was not an easy matchup. You guys are shitting on Broner. One of the best resumes in the last.
Jose, my problem is I agree. My problem is that he's so fucking out of shape. That's my problem. It's just he's just.
You're serious? You're serious?
You agree with that?
He was out of shape. You know what? I agree. But even though he was out of shape, he still has good stamina.
He dug deep. He dug deep at the end.
But he won that fight. He could have lost that fight. That's what I'm saying. It's like Adrian Granados is a decent fighter, but Adrien Broner is at a different level. I just
gotta keep it moving.
Let you guys go.
925. First time calling in. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, Nestor? It's Junior from the Bay.
Junior from the Bay. Thanks for calling in, brother. How'd you see this fight, man? What'd you think about it?
Man, let's get down to the real boxing fans, not boxing people that just like boxers. Adrien Broner lost this fight 3 weeks ago when he didn't make weight. You know what I mean? When you sign a contract with somebody, this other guy's training for this certain weight 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks before he's told to now all of a sudden go up in weight. You know what I mean? He wasn't ready for that. So then when he goes up in weight and he fights against a guy that everybody's saying is the best and he beats him, I had it 5-5. I had it a draw tonight.
So did I. Casual fan had it 5-5. I had it 5-5. I had it 5-5.
And then honestly, I mean, you could say Granados should have won because Adrien Broner had his wrist in his face, and this ref was garbage. If you watch the fight, the ref wasn't looking at Broner. I mean, Broner's tape wasn't coming off because it was coming off. Broner's tape was coming off because he had it in his face all night. Broner is not a champ, man. Broner needs to drop back to 135, get his life right, and start training like he should. He has no power. He can't handle a Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence, all these people that people are saying he should be fighting or he's saying that he could beat. He hasn't beat nobody. I mean, who has Adrien Broner really beat? So that's what I'm saying, man. I'm sitting here listening, and Ness is right. This ref sucks. Adrian Granados beat Broner twice. He beat him 3 weeks ago on the weight on the scale, and then he beat him tonight. And he beat him tonight if Broner would have got a point took, the fight was Granados.
Well, all right, brother. Junior from the Bay, we're going to make sure the producer gets you down. Thanks for calling in, brother. Great call for sure.
We got to go back to Compa.
Where is he at? Bring him in.
I'm not on there. Hold on.
Well, then I'm going to keep it moving.
I got it. Compa.
Hey, what up, TBV? Now, hey, man, I was just, I couldn't score the fight because, there was too much clinching, man, so I stopped playing the fight. But I just want to say welcome back, Mario.
I appreciate that, Compa. I appreciate that.
What up, man? And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, man, I'm excited, man. This week, fight week coming up this week, Matt versus MD. Excited for that one. But yeah, good looking out, BoxingVoice.
This is big, the best present for everybody, for TV, for my fans, for everybody, for boxing.
Are we gonna have a preview show for that fight?
I mean, talk to me, brother.
Yeah. Nah, I mean.
Yo, fellas. Yo, I scored the fight
a draw.
Me too.
Here's one thing we know. We know that Broner, he's going to have a great career as a promoter, you know, after boxing, you know, because he showed up there with no head movement, flat-footed, trying to shoulder roll. He has no adjustment. I said this before. He has no wrinkles in his game. Granados got the win to me just based on pure persistence and landing, you know, the more active punches. I mean, I mean, Broner, I'm not hating on him. I'm just not big on his ability to turn that talent into something more. So, I mean, he could step in the ring, but whoever he's stepping in the ring with, we know he's going to win. Like I said, he's a hell of a promoter because he had that one in the bag. That's my call.
Wait, I mean, a power puncher boxer. Can he beat Broner?
El Dude in Texas, talk to us.
Dan cut me off, but okay.
California, homie, what's up? And in the house.
California producer, fix that.
Yo, man. I'm just gonna do a Mike Tyson style, man. Go in there and just knock it out, dude. Hey, Adrien Broner won it by a clinch and a robbery, Holmes. Because you know what, Holmes? If you're gonna judge this fight according to a casual view by just claiming the more significant punches, you're forgetting about the aggression, the ring generalship, and the defense. Now, if you're gonna compare the different types of judging, Broner was clinching, using his elbow as a defense, and Granados was using the ring. He was moving around, talking shit, dancing, you know, making those little silly moves. And that's Broner's house, Holmes. He was parking him in his own house. See, because where I come from, I was looking at it, man, he's doing California style. I don't know how you guys do it out there, Holmes. But if you go to someone's house, you start dancing around, talking shit, I'll punch him. You know what I mean? Make us, you know, just bust them up here and there, keep on smacking them, keep coming forward. And you got the guy clinching on you. I think you're punking someone out, Holmes. And that's just the way I look at it. Because a diehard, Holmes, is going to judge this fight according to the rules of boxing, Holmes, which is the 4 factors, main criteria of judging a boxing fight. Not just one. And if you judge it according to the factors, then it's 75% for Granados, 25% for the significant punches to Broner. Just simple as that, Holmes. Where do I see Broner going next? I heard Robert Garcia claim that it was this particular year, 2017, they were promised Adrien Broner for Mikey Garcia, Holmes. Now, how much truth is that behind that? I don't know, but I heard it from Robert Garcia. And so that's going to be a great fight for Mikey Garcia, Adrien Broner. That's somewhat of a rematch for Adrien Broner to go avenge that particular loss to that particular team. But like I said, Holmes, you know, I know there's a lot of callers out there. I say Adrien Broner won it by a clinch and a robbery. Adrian Granados deserved that win. He punked him out. He did what he had to do. He OG'd in there. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much the way it went, Holmes. You know, so it's in Duden House. Peace out, Holmes.
Good looking out, Holmes. Good looking out, Holmes. That was dope.
Yo, as far as the ref, man, I'm still mad they need to get rid of him because nobody knows him.
Who the fuck is that guy?
One ref looked like Samuel Jackson Jr. with the ponytail and Jackie Brown.
Yo, that was a good one because you know what? He looked like Samuel Jackson in Dango in the last ref. That's who that was.
I was like, yo, is that a ponytail? Is that like something around his neck? And it was a ponytail.
Scorsese, come on. So immediate reaction, baby. Immediate reaction. Let's go. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit us up with that thumbs up. That means you like the show, you like the content, you like all these callers calling in internationally, all around the globe.
Scorsese, you gave it to Granados. I know you did.
Did you complain as much about the referee in the second Maidana's fight? Yes.
Clean, effective punches is helped by the opponent in Granados. Granados fought with his fucking hands by his waist, and Broner just used speed to with just hard, cleaner shots, and you can't do that, bro. You know, it was a good fight. I don't know what y'all talking about Broner's shape. Yeah, he missed the weight, but that's one of the most fun Broner fights I ever seen. Well, at least in recent memory, because he actually fought the guy back. It was a fun fight. Don't need a rematch because Broner just gonna be cleaner through the work. As simple as that. You can't hurt him.
Damn, I saw a different fight, Scorsese.
That's what. Well, did you see the
streaming? Were you streaming?
Enrique, I think you said you seen a different fight 10 times.
No, but I'm just telling Scorsese. He talking about the ha. I didn't see ha.
Yo, what did you drink tonight?
Yeah, bro.
I just want to know. Like, as a conversation.
Check your ass.
I've been up for 48 hours.
You about to be ejected like Top Gun or some shit in this motherfucker. You better hope you got a parachute on your mic over there.
I'm eject myself, yo. Have a good night.
Oh, look, now you catch your feelings.
I'll catch your feelings.
He used his soft voice for that one.
Have a good night. I'm out.
Wait, if you're nice, Ness will tuck you in. Ness.
No, hold on, Enrique, hold on. I'm gonna check myself. Yo, I mean, I'm sorry, yo. Like, I'm gonna check myself.
Hold up. I'm out.
Yo, I'm sorry.
Why you not listening to me, man? I'm out. Play the music. Bye.
Go ahead, Scorsese, or you done?
Shit, bro. Yeah, but the Kool-Aid coming out his nose, man. You can help the opponent. You pick your hands up. Y'all talk about Earl Spence don't move his head, but his hands never leave his head. Granados never came back to him. Thomas Top Dog Williams did that beautiful inside work, dropped his hands, got knocked out. Clean the punches, man. You can't think your volume gonna do it for you when you taking boom, boom, boom. I thought Broner's gonna knock him down. I hated on Broner before the fight. Still ain't fucking with him heavy. Jeff Horn and whooped the shit out of Broner. So the next time Pacquiao say Broner name, and y'all come on here having nuts in your pants and shit. Oh my God, Broner Pacquiao. Remember, I told you right now, Jeff Horn will whoop him. So you should like Broner versus Jeff Horn as well. There you go. Quit being casual. Whatever that is, y'all like.
Yo, that's not that bold of a statement.
So bad. I miss Scorsese so bad.
Yo, that's not that bold of a statement for him.
No, it isn't.
Jeff Horn. I think Jeff Horn would win.
Yeah, like you watch Jeff Horn fight. Let's go out.
I've seen Adrian Granados fight before this. I've seen Adrian Granados fight before this.
Because of man, that's why you saw it.
All flat for MD for seeing Adrian Granados.
Let's go out to some callers though.
I know a nigga who will chuck you zero and throw you a kilo. I bet in a week, bro, your pockets be stuffed like Chipotle burritos.
I saw Matt fight when he fought MD.
405, you're live on TBV. First time calling in. Who's this and where you calling from?
This is Rich from Tulsa. Also, our page is Two Guys Talking Boxing.
Rich from 12th Third.
Fight.
Where you from, brother?
Yeah. No, Two Guys. Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Rich from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's intro and cheap plug. That's how it is nowadays, right?
Yo, whoa. Let him get his plug off. It's all good. Rich from Oklahoma.
Even though we charge for that, but go ahead.
This could be your advertisement. No, but listen, how long you been listening, brother?
Oh, we've got you guys favorite for a long time now. We always listen to the Boxing Voice.
All right.
What's your channel again? Wait, what's your channel again?
Then you know the tradition around here. I'm going to give you this first time caller intro, and you introduce yourself properly. Let the world know your name, where they can find your podcast as well. Don't worry about my co-host. One is on Hennessy. The other one's probably drinking whiskey. You know how it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
This is Rich from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
How'd you see the fight, brother? Your immediate reaction?
My immediate reaction was pissed off, but that went from like round 5 to round 10. I actually did score the fight 96-94 for Broner, but for certain reasons. The ref decides when to deduct the point. The ref sucked a dick. You know what I mean? That was absolutely excessive holding, no question about it. You know, Broner got away with all of that. And at the end of the day, you know, Adrian Granados had to adjust to that by kind of bull rushing it. His adjustment was to try to make the fight dirty. It didn't really go his way. The last 2 rounds, Broner was able to sneak in counter punches. You know, the whole thing is just kind of, it was a good fight as far as like they were both fighting the whole time. But I mean, at the same time, it was just, it got ugly and nasty, and it was all due to Broner being able to hold him and, you know, pull that uppercut real quick. When Granados, when he tried to escape the holds, he escaped it sloppy. You know, he'd walk out with his hands down, and Broner would catch him with it, and it looked good for Broner, but at the same time, it shouldn't have been allowed. So what are you going to do? The ref didn't say anything about it, so Broner has the green light to keep doing that bullshit, and he did. So, you know, effective clean punches at the last 2 rounds. Broner had it. Just shouldn't have happened that way, though, you know. And I think you got some funky-ass callers tonight. 9-1 for Broner, and That one dude talking about back muscles, some weird shit. Yeah, and you know, that's another thing too. Like another thing too is not only did Broner, you know, pushing this 147 just 2 weeks ago, but you know, a 4-time supposed world champion, fucking fighting a 10-round fight. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, we got robbed of what that fight could have been. You know. I mean, it is what it is. That's all I got. I just wanted to say my piece.
Well, all right, brother, man.
You know what? Let me real quick. I just want to clarify in case like any like casuals are listening. This is the type of fight because it's like so many people calling say it was an exciting fight. So many people saying it was a sloppy fight. This is the kind of fight where a really good, even a half good editor could take like 5 minutes of the fight and it would look awesome if they just spliced it together. And then you could take 5 minutes of the fight and it would look like the shittiest fight in the world. So, you know, it's one of those things.
Mr. Infojo.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
Yo, you know it ain't no show without Info Joe. Yo, I called it when I called in Thursday. I was the only one to pick Granados. And like I said, the boy outworked Adrien Broner. He outworked him. At best, it was a draw. At times, Broner did land a few clean punches, but Granados still outworked him. Excuse me, man. I'm outside blazing one. But the ref was foul. Hey, man, I believe the kid should have won, man. He never get a fair shake. Of course, I picked him. And I'm sitting here with my wife, man. She had the Boxing Voice T-shirt on. She was going for Broner, you know, Kim, and we were going at it in the house. It was y'all should have seen it. It was live, yo. But that's my call, man. But the kid, like I said, he throws a lot of punches, and he would outwork Broner, and I think he did that. I bet it should have been a draw. Peace.
Info Joe, thanks for calling in. We getting all the alumni. Let's go to AB in California.
Catch me in the hood hanging out like Kochek. Boom, boom. You can hear the diamonds in my Rolex. My shit louder than the ground from the pipes on a Corvette. I probably wear some trues and some Tim's of graduation, but that shit won't ever happen because I never graduated. The streets, man, I was made for that shit.
Is he from New York? Because he went Tim's for graduation? No? Okay. Yeah, I don't get it.
AB, after an intro like that, you're going to freaking drop the ball?
Strong ass intro. Okay, AB.
All right.
We out. We move on.
718, you're live on TBV. Who's this? New York City. Talk to me.
New York, New York.
Come on. New York.
Yep.
Who's this? Who's this?
New York here.
Oh, what's up, New York? That's the
What's your name, brother?
First time talking Bronx, New York. Ken Dan.
Ooh, Bronx.
Ken Daniels. Oh, Ken, you're also a Patreon, brother. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
First time caller, so you know all the tradition. Listen, try and get a little bit closer to your receiver or go to a window. You got to kind of a cut in and out kind of connection. You know the tradition. So we're going to play this first time caller intro and give you your first round, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen,
making his professional debut,
Ken Danny, Bronx, New York.
Okay. What's
what
your
part?
reaction to Broner versus Granados?
Yo, Granados was giving it his all. Sloppy or not sloppy, he was giving his all, fighting for his life. I thought he was trying to bring Ed back from the dead, but he was fighting. You know, Broner took advantage at the end, at the very end. You know, the clean punches, the uppercuts, the you know, just like really like sharp shooting at the very end. That was good, but it wasn't enough for the whole fight. You know what I mean? So yeah, back what old boy said, a draw at best.
I question sloppy though, but go ahead.
Can we welcome back? Can we welcome back Lamont Peterson?
Not Mario?
They're one and the same.
Yo, but what I mean, Avanesian was a bit small, but check out our immediate reaction show on that. Ken Daniels from the BX. We're gonna get you down. Thanks for calling in on the immediate reaction check-in. We're going out to 559. First time calling in. Who's this? Producer, make sure you get that down. 559. First time calling in. What city you calling in from, brother?
559.
559. Going once. 559 going twice.
Oh, he there.
You there, brother?
T-Mobile.
Hit that mute.
I sure am.
Okay.
Who's this? Talk to us, brother. Where you calling in from?
From Cali.
California. First time calling?
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Well, I know you know the tradition because we've done it twice or three times already. I'm going to go ahead and play this introduction. We want you to introduce yourself like you're Adrian Granados and you just won this fight instead of not getting it.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
This is Josh from Cali.
Josh from Cali, what's up, man? The Granados or Broner?
Give us your immediate reaction.
You tied it?
I thought Broner lost it.
How come?
He didn't look like he had. I thought he wasn't efficient enough. He wasn't throwing enough punches.
I agree with you, man. I gave it a tie, but keep going.
I had it 6-4 for Granados.
Now, what did you think of the clinching, the forearms? Any of that bothered you?
I didn't see that, though. Did you see that, too?
I definitely saw. I thought Broner landed more forearms than he did actual punches.
Now, should have the referee taking
Josh,
points
man, I
away.
want to thank you for calling in, brother. We got a lot of callers. This is an immediate reaction show, but obviously you can always
join us every Thursday and Sunday live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
We're going back out to the streets of New York City, 718. You're live on TBV. Who's this?
What up, Jorge?
What's up? What's up?
My man.
It was good.
718. Who's this?
Jay Calderon.
Jay Calderon. What's going on, brother? From New York City. Talk to us. What part of New York City? 718. What's that? The BX? Where you at?
Brooklyn.
Park Slope. Flatbush.
Good mornings.
Yo, talk to us, Jay Calderon. Let's go. Take it away. Immediate reaction.
Yo, what's good? What's good, my nigga? How you been?
We been good.
What's up, y'all? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. We waiting on you to take over.
Adrien Broner. Adrian Granados.
Wow, man, it's been a while. Finally got on your show, man. Good to hear y'all. I had to fight for Adrien Broner 6-4. It was a close fight. I thought Granados was definitely outworking Adrien Broner, but I scored the fight for the cleaner punches, you know what I'm saying, the flashes shots that Broner was delivering. It was a lot of rough housing, some dirty tactics by Broner, a lot of holding by Broner. You know, I like the work that Granados was doing, but, you know, I just saw it as a very close fight, but I gave it to Broner because I thought his shots were harder and much cleaner and more effective. But definitely he got the wide decision because it was a hometown decision. I mean, the referee was horrible. You know, he did a fucking whack job. But, you know, I don't think Broner could compete with anybody at 147. I think he fights anybody that's top elite in that division. He's gonna get washed up. You know,
guys,
I would love to see him. I would love to see him against, you know what I'm saying, guys like Kell Brook. I think Brook could take him. Even the B-level fighters will take him out and shit. You know what I'm saying? A guy like Lucas Matisse that's coming back, I think would be a perfect fight to see him against. You can't put him in there with a Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao would just destroy him. That would just be a money fight. I think Danny Garcia could take him. You know what I'm saying? You put him in there against Robert Guerrero. That's another guy that I think would give him a run for his money. I think these guys are just too big for Adrien Broner.
Broner's best work was at 130 and 135. That's when he was definitely dazzling with the hand speed. He had the punching power at that weight. Once he got to 140, I think, you know what I'm saying, these guys, you know, he's fighting mediocre guys, like what you said before. You know, he's fighting these dudes that are really not on his level, but are giving him decent comp. You know what I'm saying? If he goes up to 147 and fights the top elite, he's going to get beat. He's never going to fight. I think they'll probably throw him in there with a guy like my man, Luis Collazo, next. Because those are the type of dudes that they throw him in there. They throw him in there with some dudes that he could be able to get by, to squeeze through. This guy made $1 million for this fight tonight. Everybody else, the champion, the only guy that was a champion on the whole card made 75 G's.
Yeah, we don't count the people money.
This guy is he's just a money maker. That's all he is just a money maker.
Calderon. Calderon, man. Great call, brother. We get everybody around, but I want to thank you for calling in.
Yo, Ness, also, it wasn't a wide decision. The whole point, the whole fight was won by 1 point because I guess the deciding card was 95 to 94 or 96 to 94, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 1 point. So it was a close decision.
97, 93 cards in a split decision.
Yeah, but they canceled each other out because each of them had one of those.
I know. Jake Calderon, once again, thanks for calling in. We're going to go out to the ATL. Chris.
Yes. Do we ever go back to Jose? I think he boomerang back in.
Oh, really? Let's get to him. Bring him in.
Okay.
Yo, boys, I'll be quick, man. Just for all the new callers, I want you guys all to hear this, man. Anybody under 145, Broner's going to take him, man. That includes Mikey Garcia. That includes Crawford, Pacquiao. He's going to run the gamut. He's going to take them all out.
You're serious?
He's going to be pound for pound again. And listen, with my last 30 seconds, I actually want to hear Casual talk because you fuckers are cutting them off. So, Casual, I want you to tell me your opinion if you think Broner can take the pound for pound list again.
Listen, I think that Mikey Garcia versus Adrien Broner will be a hell of a fight. But Mikey Garcia will be the victorious one. Tonight we witness AB enter the ring, ski mask. I know I said on paper that.
How you gonna come into the ring with a ski mask? Don't murder nobody, but you definitely used the ski mask because it was a robbery.
It was a robbery. I like that. Ski mask way in my hometown, Ohio, Cincinnati, that is. Big up Adrien Broner. Thank God we have Granados, Lamont Peterson.
Jose, man, thanks for calling in on the boomerang status. If you want to find out what that is, support us on Patreon. Check out all the perks over there. We're going out. We went to see. This is why it's not good that the producer
Chris from ATL. Chris from ATL.
ATL Atlanta, talk to us. Hot Atlanta, baby.
Manny Garcia.
What's good, fellas? I like Adrien Broner. I was rooting for him, but we got to keep it real. I saw the fight as no more than a draw. At best case, a draw for Adrien Broner. He's exciting. He's good for the sport, but with the fight being in Cincinnati, I just thought it was clear that unless Granados knocked Adrien Broner down or out, he's going to lose a decision. As far as Adrien Broner goes, the guy, he's box office, he can sell, but I just don't really see him like as a serious fighter. There was a lot of talk from Adrien Broner before the fight about him being a changed man and how he's dedicated to his craft. But when you watch the fight, he was too lazy to make 140 pounds. He's too lazy to fight 12 rounds. When he fights, you don't see a jab. He doesn't follow up on his punches. He holds too much. I don't see a well-conditioned athlete when I watch the guy box. I just don't see it. He fights like an old Mayweather, but he's like in his 20s. He's flat-footed. He fights like an old Mayweather, but he doesn't do the style as well. He doesn't do the shoulder roll as well. He doesn't move his shoulders as well. He just doesn't have the technique.
I didn't even see shoulder roll.
A young guy should be out there moving. He should be out there moving his feet. He should be out there popping the jab like a younger fighter. So I think if the guy was really serious about his career, he would drop on down to 140 because he gets slaughtered by any of probably the top 10 welterweights out there. So he's got some decisions to make. He's got to get serious. He's got to make the weight get down to 140. When he was 140 and below, he was dominant, but he can't handle these bigger guys. And that's all I have to say.
All right, so hands down, who you give the fight to, Adrien or Adrien Broner?
What's that?
Who did you give this fight to, Adrien Broner, Adrian Granados?
I gave it. That was a draw for me.
Yeah, me too. Well, all right, let's keep it moving.
Actually,
go ahead.
One way, I don't know. I just didn't feel. I felt Granados came to fight, and I'll just keep it with a draw. We'll keep it a draw.
All right, Chris. Well, thanks for calling in, brother.
He's not a machine. He's a man.
We going out to the 951. You're live on the Boxing Voice. Who's this? Where you calling in from?
This is Ed from Cali.
First time calling in, my friend?
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. How long you been listening?
My man Cali.
Oh, man, I'm subscribed to you guys. I've been listening for a while.
You know the casual fan?
Well, then you know the tradition.
No.
Forget the casual fan.
Nah, do you know casual fan and do you know SGTO? Do you know Patreon? Do you know
drunk casual? He don't know drunk casual. He don't know.
Do you know Lamar Peterson?
Casual. Can he get his introduction off, casual? You phone jacker.
Go ahead, man. You having a good time, right, Ed?
Yup, they're having a good time.
All right, brother. We're gonna go ahead and play this intro. You introduce yourself like you just knocked out Adrien Broner.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Ed from Cali.
Ed, what's your immediate reaction to Broner's Granados? Talk to us.
I don't like Nestor GTO. That's what I want to say first.
I mean, immediate reaction is I think you gotta give the fight to Broner. I think he kind of run the fight, let it clean the punches, but I'm very disappointed in how he carried himself throughout. It was unprofessional for him to change the weight limit, and I really don't see him making a huge impact at 147. I hear people comparing him to Mayweather, and he look like the older. He doesn't look anything close to Mayweather. He just looked like Adrien Broner, who needs to. I think he probably reached his limit in boxing, and it won't surprise me if we start comparing him to Shane Mosley.
Hey Ed, do you know the BoxingMD? Because do you know BoxingMD?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's fighting Matt.
Yo, Ed, if you want to see that, that's going to be live on Patreon. Ed, let me get to some other callers. Thanks for calling in, brother. Casual, get away from Grandpa's old stash. 917, New York City, Manhattan. Where you calling in from? Who's this? 917, talk to me. Oh, man, you've been in line all that time. Yes, sir. Who's this? First-time caller?
Yo, it's Junior from the Bronx.
What up, Bronx?
Junior from the Bronx. Could have sworn somebody else just called Junior from somewhere else. Junior from Cali. Now we got Junior from the Bronx. First time calling in, my friend?
Yeah, it's my first time.
First time calling in. All right, so do you know the tradition? Can we play this first time caller intro? Allow yourself to be introduced to the world?
Yeah, man, for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Floor is yours, my friend. Junior from the Bronx. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Junior from the Bronx.
Yo, this fight, I had Granados winning the fight. It was I feel like Adrien Broner had his moments. He had his moments in the fight. Like every round, like 1 minute will go to Granados. Like the first minute of a round will go to Granados. Then Broner will come back at the end. But I just feel like Granados came he went to Broner's hometown and he outworked him. It's just like it reminds me of the fight when Broner went to Brooklyn to fight Paulie. It was a close fight. It was almost the same kind of fight. Paulie outworked him just like Granados, but Broner got it just for landing the cleaner punches. But I don't know, man. Broner, man, I was a big fan of his before, but I just don't see this guy beating Danny Garcia. I don't see him beating nobody at 147. I don't even see. I heard somebody mention Luis Collazo. I think Luis Collazo knocked him out. Honestly, I don't know, man. It was just I was just disappointed by the decision tonight, and I don't know. I felt like that kid deserved to win tonight. And Broner, I don't see him beating. I don't know, man. I'm just disappointed about tonight, bro. I had Granados winning by like 2 rounds, 3 rounds.
Yeah, I had it 5-5. But make sure you subscribe to the show, because on Monday I will be in Florida with Keith Thurman, Nest GTO, and we're gonna put some footage out there. So
Matt and BoxingMD, first time that the Boxing Voice crew will be all in one place.
And it will be a fight, matter of fact.
It will be, but we're going to be checking out Keith Thurman, so definitely subscribe to the channel so you can check out those interviews. Check out my interviews with Deontay Wilder and Danny Garcia as well. Junior from the BX, our producer, got you down. Remember that you can always catch us every Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
And that's, let me say something. Casual Fans going to be at Soundview, the Bronx tomorrow, 12 noon. If you want to catch up with me, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, good boy. Good boy. They call me Black Superman.
Is that BoxingMD's intro?
Black Superman, stop phone jacking.
What's going on, fellas? Hey, man, you got the, what y'all doing to people in here? I heard 2 callers back-to-back call and say, I had it a draw, and then turn around and say Granados won the fight in the same phone call. Like, that's crazy. First of all, let me get this off real quick. I gotta quit criticizing the refs tonight. This is Black History Month. You know, we get away with murder this month. So y'all can't do that. Let them go. You know what I mean? We get it with them in March. As far as the fight, Granados, he came to work, no doubt. And Broner has always been his own worst enemy. You know, he has all the talent, all the gifts, but as a fighter, he is just something that's not there. That being said, either way, I mean, I didn't even score the fight because I know how Adrien Broner's fights go. Granados came to work, but all his work wasn't good work. So just because somebody is throwing punches and pressuring a person doesn't mean that that's good work. So let's just get that out there. All work is not good work. Broner, at this point, when we talk about top fighters, his name should not be mentioned, period. Like, he's not shown to be that. When he stepped up to a level or stepped up to face those top fighters.
It's Black History Month. He gets a pass tonight.
There's something missing.
He gets a pass tonight. It's Black History Month.
He definitely got a pass tonight.
All right, then.
But I mean, seriously though, Broner, he's like, he needs to get. I believe he needs a new trainer because whatever it is he's doing in that gym is not translating into the ring. So 140, he can get by because he's still a little heavier, a little heavy-handed, more heavy-handed than those fighters. But 147, this dude's going to get crushed by, and I would say with people outside the top 10, just for the simple fact that he doesn't work hard enough, he doesn't hit hard enough, and he's too flat-footed. And somebody said that he fights like a Mayweather. He doesn't fight like Mayweather. Mayweather kept his body at an angle to where you would miss with punches when he was doing that shoulder roll.
That was me. I said that he looked like Floyd Mayweather. But you sound like Floyd Mayweather saying, like, that's why I don't like Broner. Yeah, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just saying he doesn't have the first of all, he doesn't have the length that Mayweather has to pull that style off. So he needs to cut that shot.
He tried though.
Mayweather can stand at that angle, shoot that jab out because he was longer. Broner is not long enough, and he doesn't jab enough to even pull that shit off. So just stop it. Let your hands go. Use your feet. He doesn't use his legs, man. When we talk about top fighters, 140, 147, do not mention Adrien Broner. All he is like dude said, he's a money man. Other than that, don't mention his name.
My fault. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You're rolling.
Black Superman, thanks for calling in.
Great call.
Calling in.
Call me now.
1-425-569-5241. Press 1 if you want to get it off your chest and give us your immediate reaction. We're going to Joshua in the New Orleans.
Yeah, what's up, Boxing Voice? My immediate reaction after the show was I was disappointed. Once again, Adrien Broner is real consistent with not being able to live up to his height. He's like the caller just said before, he's nowhere close to being the top guy at 147. If he fight anybody in the top in that top division, you'll get smashed. You go get ran over and get beat like yesterday trash. Adrien Broner, he got a lot of mental issues. He not dedicated to the sport regards to what he say and stuff, and he don't have the skills to be pulling off that style he trying to fight when and stuff like that. He don't have the discipline to go back and bully dudes at the smaller weight division, so he just stuck. I don't know what he gonna do with his career, but I'm really hoping somebody get him out of there and let him just focus on promoting, because he might be able to pull that one off. As far as the fight, I thought it was a draw. At the most part, because I do understand Adrien Broner was the name, and the dude did bring the fight, but it wasn't nobody really dominated nobody, and it was mostly a draw. He just got that look for who he was tonight. I want to end this one with as far as that bet I bet with MD. Only way I'm begging out that bet if something shady go off in the UK, and that's the only way I ain't gonna hold my bet. That's my call.
He's already looking for outs.
We're going to Mike, the man. What is it? From? I don't even know. What? Oh, Mike, the man from Killer Queens. What up, Mike?
Yo, what up, Boxing Voice? It's good. Disappointed, man. First of all, I just want to apologize to the whole Boxing Voice and the callers, because on Thursday I said some stupid shit saying that Broner seemed like he was in good shape. That was some casual shit. I've been watching boxing for 30 years. I just wanted this dude to succeed because he's good for boxing. For some reason, his social media age, like the other caller said, made $1 million for this bullshit fight. Come on. That was a showcase fight. Straight up. The openings was fucking there. Everybody saw it. It was wide open, Granados. Wide open.
No, he wasn't. I don't accept your apology.
You don't accept it?
Maybe Nestor does, but I don't.
I wasn't trying to diss you, Cash.
But I do agree that the openings were wide for Granados, 100%.
Yo, come on, the dude, Granados was throwing his right hand. He was stepping into it. That means his fucking back foot was literally off the ground while he was throwing his right hand. Even if he hit, he wasn't going to hurt him.
So why Broner didn't knock him out though? Why didn't Broner react?
Because he didn't have the gas tank.
Casual. He don't got power. He don't.
No.
All right. Well, let the public say that.
Come on, Mario. He doesn't have the power.
You don't want to listen. You keep asking everybody the same question.
It's not the power. It's the gas tank in this fight. Because
I didn't see it that way.
He landed flush shots in the first couple rounds, and they did nothing.
Exactly. Because fucking
exactly. Stop phone jacking. Stop phone jacking.
Nah, it's okay.
I'm just telling you how I saw it. I'm just what I saw.
Granados been how many times Granados got knocked down? Four times, right?
Yeah, but that was at 140. Yeah. But that was at 140.
Exactly.
See, Broner giving him that extra 7 pounds made him stronger in the chin.
See, that's what hardcore always say. No, but that was at 140. That was at 147. They always bring in weight class, man.
But if Broner fucking was in any kind of shape, if he would have thrown more punches, maybe he wouldn't have took all that shit. Maybe he would have knocked him out. But
that's exactly my point. It's not the power. Granados had no power.
Right. He was hit clean. He was, but not. He could have done more. And it's fucked up because he had the opportunity, to train with the best fighter of all, like not my generation, but one of the best fighters in the world. One of the best fighters in the world. And he fucked that up, man. He fucked that up.
Well, brother.
I know it's just immediate reactions. Let me just quote my man fucking Uncle Murder. When he said, Broner talking about that suicide, motherfuckers like, hurry up and do it, right? Nobody got no love for that dude no more, yo. You know what he is. He's a B-class fighter. Nobody's putting their money on him versus even Collazo. Even if he go down to 140 and Bartholomew come up, and I still put my money on Bartholomew.
If my friend is talking about suicide and my other friend says hurry up and do it right, I'm gonna be like, yo, he ain't your friend. But all right.
Money won't ease. Man, niggas even had it on Jesus.
609, you're live. Who's this? Atlantic City. Atlantic County. Who this? Brunswick?
That's where MD want to go watch the fights. Atlantic City.
609, 609. Going once. 609 774. 609 774.
See you at the Turning Stone.
All right, 609 774. You've been waiting a long damn time, my friend. You sure? Sure you're going to do this? Ricky!
Madison Square Garden, March 18th, March 4th, Danny Garcia, Barclays Center. Who's going to be there? Yeah.
TBV reunion, baby. Head on over to theboxingvoice.com/reunion. Find out what it's all about. Come party with us. Deontay Wilder, Austin Trout, Willie Monroe Jr., Julian Hammerhands Rodriguez. Coach Kelly, Zachary Ochoa, Oscar Moreno, Hank Lundy, Eric Kelly. Steve Willis, the referee. Everybody's gonna be there.
Casual fan and Nestor GTO.
I don't know about casual.
I don't know about Nestor GTO.
Nestor GTO. Rooftop talking about.
Yo, they ain't letting me in.
It's me, Mikey. From Jacksonville, Florida. Talk to us.
I'm getting emails to sit next to me to watch the fight.
Oh, what's up, man? Oh,
what's up? You saw the Lamont Peterson fight?
Can you hear me?
I watched the fight too.
Did you watch the Lamont Peterson fight?
I watched it too.
You hear me?
Yeah. I hear you.
You say we hear you one more time, you're getting shot with this 3357.
You know Lamont Peterson won tonight, right?
Oh yeah, bro. That shit was crazy. I saw the fight. Whoever said that bit was 9-1 for Broner was smoking that shit, bro. Seriously, that was kind of like a shutout.
Was that you, Mario?
He was doing everything.
That was Mario.
Fuck no, that wasn't me.
Compa.
Oh, that's Compa. I'm up for it. I'm sorry. But go ahead.
Yeah, they smoking.
That's racist.
Yeah, weed, all types of Gorilla Glue, all types of shit. But basically, he just shut him out from the whole thing. I feel like Broner, he was doing things right. I don't feel like how everybody was saying he didn't jump on the gas, because if you look at it, it's not that type of fight where you kind of know is this way or the other. It's not easy fighting a guy like Granados. He's so lengthy. If you look at him for a 140 pounder, he's very lengthy. But
honestly,
it's just
Broner looked like he was more on the defense than anything to me. He was more defensive than offensive.
You know how he went after Ashley Theopan? He was cutting out the ring. He wasn't doing that. He was just standing still in the ring when he was trying to box and stuff like that. I would, to be honest, I feel like I would have did what Kovalev did against Andre Ward. Every time he started lunging in, I would just put him in a headlock and just wait for the whoever to break it up.
Yeah, but Kovalev lost. That's why I said Broner looked like he was more in the defense than in the offense versus Granado. And you brought up Kovalev and Ward, but Kovalev lost.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know shit about boxing, but I'm on the Boxing Voice and I'm talking to you.
Hey, caller, but if he lost that left hand, that would be a problem for what you're saying.
Damn, y'all nice. He lost that left hand. I didn't even think about that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, caller.
It happens all the time. What was that?
No, I'm sorry. I just meant for you to go keep going. It was a good point.
He didn't even throw his right hand though. That's what I'm saying. It's more than just his left hand. He had no gas in the tank.
Just throwing uppercuts at the end.
At the end, he waited to the last few rounds to win some rounds. I think he could have lost that fight. I got to go back and score it, but I really think Granados won that fight when I think about it.
Sounds like a TBV all angles film study to me. But we're going to have to wait for him to get something bigger. Jamal, wrap it up. You got 16 seconds.
Hey, I think the end of the story is all, before I go out of here. But I feel like the end of the story is people should really train. They should really train. But you know what I mean? They spoon fed too much. All these Mayweather.
Yeah, baby. Head on over to Patreon. Find out what that ring is about. Don't get caught with your words in your mouth. That is 3 minutes, though. We're going to head out to Cincinnati. Well, not really Cincinnati, but Cleveland, right? That's close enough to Broner.
I know a amigo who will charge you zero and throw you a kilo. Woo! I bet in a week, bro, your pockets be stuffed like Chipotle burritos.
Marcus in Cleveland, talk to me. Damn, what you driving on a moped? Marcus.
What's up? I'm back.
You back. You sound like you was driving on a Kawasaki on the highway right now with the phone. What's going on?
You funny as hell. No, that fight was all right though. It wasn't a great fight. It was kind of boring. It was all right. But I want to comment from your one caller that was talking about if there was a fight Manny Pacquiao or somebody that on an elite level. Yeah, he won't handle himself too good against fighter. Hello?
Floor's yours, baby. We listening.
What about Terence Crawford? Could he have success against him?
Oh,
put him in with Rodriguez Progress.
Crawford beat his ass. Hello?
What about a Felix Diaz?
What you say about Crawford?
Oh, is this the first time you mentioned Felix Diaz this show?
It is the first time I mentioned Felix Diaz.
Ooh.
It is an interesting matchup, though.
Honestly, what's his name? The guy who lost to Felix Diaz will give him a good fight.
Sammy Vasquez?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, who would you want to see Crawford fight next?
Crawford or Broner? I want to see Broner fight Sammy Vasquez next.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. No, Broner and Crawford just fight each other and get it over with and determine who's the best 140-pounder is.
No, that's not a competitive fight.
But it's the best fight at 140.
That's the fight that Broner needs, to be honest. If you check out his career, he
doesn't. Ness. You know.
Hold on. You know he gets a couple of softies, then they put him in a fight where he might lose. It's like
he's gonna lose that fight.
All right. Well, that's the one, but that's the big money fight for him. That's definitely a pay-per-view for him.
But Crawford's not a guy like a Maidana or a Granados. Like the two guys.
He's better.
Let's let Marcus finish up, brother. We stay phone jacking.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Hold up.
My phone. It's called Agent.
Damn, your wifey phone jacking you, player. Give up that.
I was about to say your girl mad. Like, yo, she said
called him out on it. You called him out on it.
Oh, she snatched the phone on you, B.
And
yeah, what up? You gonna go out like that?
Nah, but Ness, she said agent. Like, what does that mean?
What? What? So what?
She was like,
listening to his call and shit.
I know.
She's like, something agent.
All right, we're going to put you on mute, Marcus. Don't you worry about handle that shit. We're going to go to New York City, 646 BX, Fat Joe. Stand up, Remy Martin. What's going on?
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
It's B Harper. I'm a first-time caller.
B Harper, first-time caller, brother. How long have you been listening?
I've been listening, I'd say like almost a year.
All right.
I'm a long-time boxing fan.
So you know the tradition around here. We're going to go ahead and play this intro. You introduce yourself, and you give us your immediate reaction to Adrien Broner versus Adrian Granados.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Yo, it's B Harper from Queens, New York, but sitting in sunny Florida. Tonight's fight was pretty good. I mean, I thought all three fights was good. I just wanted to make 2 points real quick. As far as the fight tonight, you know, I heard somebody say before it was boring. I mean, that sounds crazy. I thought Broner, he's always been flat-footed, a little too flat-footed, you know, and he's not active enough. When he throws punches, throws combinations, depth to the side, circles the guy, he looked good, but he only does that once in a while. But regardless, I thought Granados definitely came to win. It was a good fight. I mean, I can't see how you can see that and say it was boring. But the second thing I wanted to say was, thank God for Al Heyman, because I don't have none of them channels, HBO, Showtime. And because
was that PBC though last night? Was that PBC tonight?
Nah, that was free on Twitter and free on Showtime.
No, I'm just wondering, was
Al Heyman? It was Al Heyman.
Was it PBC though?
It was Al Heyman.
Can you answer my question?
PBC, but it was Al Heyman.
Just wondering if it was PBC
Phone
or not.
jack, phone jack.
Because y'all got all night. I just want to real quick. Y'all got all night. I just want to say my point real quick, and I'll get up the phone. I'm saying that because of Al Heyman, I got to see Errol Spence knock out Linda Bundu. I got to see Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. I got to see the fights tonight, which they put on purpose on the free preview night. And then I'm going to get to see Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman for free on CBS. I'm a boxing fan. I don't care about labels or who you with. Cotto and Kirkland's about to be pay-per-view. So that's crazy. And I'm about to get to see Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia. And
I mean, that fight's been canceled for 2 months.
Boxing is back. The Boxing Voice. Thank you, Boxing Voice. It's an honor to be on the show. It's B. Harper from Queens, now living in Florida. I appreciate everything y'all do. Please keep up the good work. Ness, I like watching all your interviews. I wish I could make it to New York to come out there to your party. And I'm going to definitely be calling again.
Now, I just want to be clear. You said Harper or Hopper?
Harper. No, you're right. Harper.
All right.
Harper.
And from New York, but now you're in Florida living that retired life. I love it. And even if you're not retired, at least you moved to Florida where it's sunny, brother.
I'm born and raised. Yeah, I'm born and raised in New York. I've lived in New York 33 years. I've been in Florida like 4 years now.
Oh, man, congratulations, brother. I'm glad you was able to make the move to sunny Florida, man, and relax for the rest of your years. Glad that you're listening to the show. Definitely continue to call in. We appreciate your call. We're going to 3.
Yes, but wait, before you get to that, like when his description of Al Heyman reminds me of in North Korea, because the diet's so shitty, a lot of the people, they suffer from cataracts or glaucoma, right? And then they bring these doctors in, right? And the doctors, it's a simple procedure to get these, these simple film issues fixed on the eye, right? And then they think King Jong-un because now they could see, right? That's how I feel with Al Heyman, because any fight we get, he could do no good because he has so much real estate. But that had nothing to do with PBC. Let me just remind you guys. We can move on.
But it's Al Heyman.
It may have not been a PBC fight, MD, but
it's just like a blind thinking.
Hold on.
What you have to admit and at least take notice of is the innovativeness since the inception of that whole Heyman Boxing LLC.
What's innovative?
Yeah, it's
putting
gone.
the fight on Twitter. That's innovative.
Thank God for whoever works at Showtime, because it's all on Showtime. Nothing to do with Al Heyman. Nothing to do with Al Heyman.
And I mean, didn't Top
How do you know that? Hold on. How do you know that?
How do you know that? It's Showtime.
No. You were saying something that's a fact. That you were saying something that's
because the manager of a fighter who has no connection with the network.
You just want to argue tonight? Because he's in charge, bro. So he has to sign off on the rights of the fight.
He's in charge of Showtime.
Yo, just no. In charge of his fighters. The same way
he's the manager.
Yo, listen, the same way Bob Arum gets rights to his fights and he gets to replay them, so does Al. So he has to sign off on where the fight is going to be played.
Showtime has the rights of those fights. What are you talking about, Ness?
Promoter has the rights to the fights. Yes,
he's not the promoter.
He's not the promoter. He's the advisor.
Who the fuck is he, Ness? Why are we thanking him?
He definitely has pull. If you don't think he actually has pull.
Wait. Come on. Are we pretending he's not a promoter? I mean, he pretty much is.
MD just
what are you talking about? No, but like Ness, this is the problem. No,
acting as if you don't know who runs it. Like, stop with this weird conspiracy, bro.
Yeah,
we know who's
doing it.
It is pure speculation.
We're talking Broner. You want to talk fucking Al Heyman not controlling all of these fighters? Something that we all know.
It's not the point I was making.
No, the point.
What is the point? Hold on. What is the point?
To thank him for this is ridiculous. What does he have to do with this?
You're losing the show, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Lamont Peterson, Adrien Broner, Adrian Granados, Marcus Brown, Thomas Williams, all Al Heyman guys.
Can I just clarify one thing? I'm sorry. In context of thinking what you're saying, like, why are we thanking him for?
He's just a hater. He's mad someone's thanking Al Heyman. He's like, why are you thanking Al Heyman? Thank Showtime. Like, get the stick out your butt.
No, the point I'm trying to make is, like, we get fights and you thank a promoter. Why? Like, I just don't, like, he's not a promoter. Like, these fights are going to happen with or without Al Heyman.
No, they're not. I promise they're not.
He innovated this sport. I just don't, like, I think you guys are delusional about when you're talking about Al Heyman and innovation.
But you're the one speculating. And there's
no PBC on it. It's just, A manager of these fighters. I don't need to get into it anymore, right?
Innovation.
I don't need to get into it anymore, right?
All
right, we're going.
But you guys are thanking Al Heyman. You guys sound very ridiculous.
Not you guys. A
Who
caller.
didn't say that?
First of all,
Don't say you guys.
Yeah, I don't know who's thinking
caller,
of
and
him.
you chose to go off for 30 minutes on a tangent. Like, you're a weirdo tonight, but it's all right. You got some other grandpa's old stash. You're the whiskey man. The other guy's the cognac. 303. Let's go. Where you calling in from? Who's this? 303-905. 303-905. First time caller.
Hey, what's up, Boxing Voice? First time caller, Boxing Voice. What's up, baby?
What's up, brother? Now that's the enthusiasm we need around here because we had a Debbie Downer in MD, man. We're gonna go ahead and play this first time caller intro.
I know he was a straight fucking hater talking about Al Heyman. Al Heyman runs those fighters. Al Heyman has to sign off on those fighters. Idiot.
All right, brother.
Boxing Voice, send me off on that first intro.
All right, but first
because he has a fucking control over the sport. We have to thank him
before he starts. MD, you hater. MD, you gonna cut him off before he starts?
He's a hater. MD, you're a fucking
Yeah, Ness, you're a hater. You're a hater because you bitched the fact that Lomachenko's at a brand new casino.
Oh my God, man, we're talking about Lomachenko on a Broner.
Yeah, but you're negative. You're a hater, Ness.
Of course he brings up Lomachenko. Of course he brings up Lomachenko.
All right, here we go, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut. It's my guy Eli from Denver, Colorado, the 303. And my pick was Granados winning a close one. I had it 6-4 Granados. But you know what? To be honest with you, you know what, Ness? Fucking American Canelo could have beat fucking Broner tonight, man. Oh, fucking Larry and shit. You remember Larry?
Larry who?
Larry from Mayweather, the one that got knocked out by Devin Haley. You remember that shit?
No.
You don't remember when American Canelo got knocked out by Devin Haney?
Yo, you gotta
Mayweather gym.
You gotta be trolling. Amir Canelo?
No wonder he got mad at me. He's a fucking flomo.
Are you trolling?
Idiot. Hey, no. I was just talking about a little.
Yo, you don't have the latest scoop on the Mayweather gym stories.
But no,
you said Amir Canelo though. I don't.
Yeah, he lost me with the Amir Canelo.
Yeah, I thought he was joking.
I thought he was trolling.
No, I thought he was fucking with us. Yeah, that's what I meant.
When he went in there with Devin Haney. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I had Granado. I'm my hometown's from, I'm from Chicago, and I live out here in Colorado now. And I just had it a close fight, but I thought Granado had him. I didn't even score the draw. I had Granado winning 6-4, and I just thought he was just a more active fighter. He was better on the inside. Yeah, Broner's just, he can't compete in the 147s. There's just no way. You can't even put him in a lineup with Danny Garcia or not even Pacquiao. You can't even put him in discussion of any of those guys. But yeah, he looked horrible tonight. I don't know, man. He had more crisper shots, I thought. And I thought if he pressed a little harder, he probably could have got the knockout against Granados. But Granado, hey man, he came in to fight today, man. That's all you could say, man. The kid came in to fight, man. You got to give the kid from Chicago credit, man.
Well, all right, brother. We got Fly Eli from Colorado, right?
You got that right.
All right, Eli, man. I hope you keep calling in, man. We can mix something up like this for you.
From Thornton, Colorado, Mike.
Huh? Might give you that, baby. Better keep calling in. Producer, mark them down. Speaking of introductions, talking about alumni.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
Ooh, what's good, man? I see we got a lot of delusional people on the show tonight, brother. You hear me? The fight I saw, Broner loves that fucking fight, man. I don't see what everybody looking at. He got outworked throughout the whole fight. He landed the cleanest shot. He landed like the most flashiest shots, but as far as the work rate, man, I don't see what everybody said. I'm watching the fight, man. I'm like, when the hell Broner just gonna let his hands go? Every time he let his hands go, he was successful in the fight. But he wanted fucking hold. And Granados, he was making a lot of that hold impossible the way he was fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like Granados was fighting. He fought Broner the same way Sean Porter fought him, the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? He was the bigger man, the longer reach. Why you didn't land on the inside with me? He was beating Broner on the outside. You know what I'm saying? And then when he got on the inside, he was working, but then he was kind of like leaning in, and Broner wasn't doing a goddamn thing, man. Broner fighting like Canelo, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the first minute or whatever, bro. Then he taking the rest of the round off, and he trying to. Hey, man, Broner's done, man. Whoever he fight at welterweight in the top 10 gonna beat him. He ain't beat nobody in the top 10. They getting with it. I mean, he can fight that dude that Peterson fought at, but he can't beat that dude, man, at 147. He can't make 140, so he's stuck. So I don't know what Broner gonna do. He might as well get that Pacquiao fight, get paid, and get out the way, man. Let Easter handle the business. Easter gonna do something, man. I don't know, but Broner, he undersized, but man, dude tonight was bigger than Broner, man. That dude fight at 140. That dude can't fight Thurman. He can't fight Danny. He can't fight Porter. He tried to drain Porter. He can't fight Porter at 147.
Yo, how do you feel about AB? How do you feel about AB daring to be great and fighting Charlo at middleweight, moving up, taking chances?
Nah, he's gonna fight Canelo.
Where that come from? Where the information come from?
I mean, I'm just saying, like the latest rumors.
Hypothetical, this guy's making.
No, I've heard some rumors that AB's going to dare to be great and fight a Charlo.
That doesn't even make sense. You can't even. That's not even hypothetical. Like he's not even trying to fight the big guys at 147. He gonna go to 154.
That's what they said about Cal Brook, though, right? Come on.
Well, they talk about him fighting Cal, but he's not gonna fight no Cal. Man, he's not fighting none of them guys unless only way he gonna fight one of the big welterweights unless Al Hammond like, I'm tired of this motherfucker and I'm about to cash him out. When you see that means they about to cash Adrien Broner out. Cause they gave him the fight tonight because he the money man. Dude ain't had no chance unless he knocked Broner out, man. You know what I'm saying? I felt like Paulie beat Broner. I felt like, well, we all know Sean Porter beat him. Who else beat Broner? Man, I don't even, look, man, let's talk about something else, man. Look, I think, if Peterson, bro, if he fight anyone in the top, if he fight anyone in the top, the way he fought Ebenezer, he gonna get knocked out. So he got to change his fight
Peterson, and no, come on, we got other calls. We're not talking about Peterson. We did do an immediate reaction show on that. Check it out. I'm gonna get you.
He fought tonight. Peterson fought tonight, man. What you need?
We did a show on that, NO. I know. We did a show on that.
But there's one thing I know we don't need to talk, and that's MD eating crow. That's all I gotta say.
All right, look, let me say one last thing. Hold on, cause like Black told me tripping out on me. Then let me get this one last thing. MD, I got to get at you, bro. Cause you ain't no Al Hammond, but he sounded like a real hater tonight, bro. You got to say, but you got to go get your 2 Vicodins in the soma, but you got to go relax on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to get a man some credit. He's doing too much in the game to say this man not doing nothing.
What's Al Hammond done for you? What's Al Hammond done for you?
What are you talking about, man? Come on, PBC.
What's Al Hammond done for you personally? Matt, wait. Do you ever let me talk?
The PBC.
You're so annoying.
The PBC.
Oh, I'm so annoying.
The PBC.
But the PBC wasn't there tonight. That's what I'm saying. The PBC was a venture that apparently does not really exist in Showtime boxing.
We had a PBC fight last week. What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Did you? And if you're just so emotional, I just said that doesn't exist in Showtime boxing, right? It used to be kind of fused. Now it's separating. Showtime boxing is doing excellent, right? They have good fights, but that's premium cable. It's premium cable. It's not free. This is a free weekend. I get it, but let's not all thank Daddy Al Haymon for I just don't see where the praise comes from, right? Just doesn't make sense.
This the thing, though. Look, MD, let me get this. Look, this the thing, MD. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Angel Garcia a couple of weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? It's like that was a bad thing when he was doing, but it's how he was doing it. You know what I'm saying? He started repeatedly saying it. That's how you sound, MD. Like it's the you can hear all the emotion in your voice, like that shit fucks with you. Al Heyman, like
what? Are you gonna say because Al Heyman's black and I'm being sensitive about it? No,
I gotta go.
I mean, come on, no. So I'm not gonna let him try to slick something like that by me. It's ridiculous.
Don't like PBC for some reason.
No, it's not that I don't like.
I'm not gonna turn it into a PBC thing, MD. We
nothing to do with that. No. It's you guys don't live in the real world and you say some ridiculous shit. That's it.
Where are you calling in from, Mr. Anonymous?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, brother? Why you blocking your call, man? What's going on, SA?
No, it's just my phone's always blocked. I'm from Canada, Edmonton, Hearn.
Canada, what's going on, brother? Talk to us. Your immediate reaction on this fight.
No, on some real shit, that was a close fucking fight. But on my scorecard, I had AB winning. Close call. But you know what? I'm disappointed in AB. He won, close fight, but I thought that he would have given a little bit more, knowing that Granados, to me, is not that of a big fighter, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
Definitely, we know what you mean.
You know, Granados is not a big fighter. He's not an alien for like Thurman or maybe Porter or Garcia. But I thought that AB would have given a little bit more, maybe finished him in the late rounds. But I was disappointed in my nigga AB. But hey, he won. I'm a fan. I'm happy. But what is he gonna do? My question is, what is he gonna do in the 147 division?
He ain't 147. He's 140. Where you from? Canada?
Canada, Edmonton, my nigga.
All right, cool.
Why you slurring your words, Enrique?
I'm not. Am I?
Yes, you are.
Nah. I was just saying though, but go ahead.
Canada, brother, thank you for checking in, man. Next time, don't call in block so we can save you and introduce you properly the way we will be introducing Mr. Watson.
Chief Pascal.
More paper, less stress. Hopefully, you don't get no stress and Enrique cuts your call off.
Hey, yo. Hey, I appreciate the prompt introduction. I just called in just now. But let me get to the meat and potatoes, TBV. Hey, Broner won the fight. But let me just start by saying the things that I agree with most callers with. He ain't got nothing coming at 147. I like the new Adrien Broner. Also, it was clear in the interview, before the interview, even right after the fight when they was taking his left glove off, that he hurt his hand. But to me, it was clear right away that he hurt his hand or whatever. And because he wasn't throwing a jab as Chris after the first couple of rounds. I'm going to say that. And also, he was countering dude so ugly. You know what I'm saying? He was countering the dude so ugly the first half of the fight, but Granados was going to the body. That's what slowed Adrian down because he was kind of out of shape, as everybody knew. AB is still my boy. I can agree with everybody that he got nothing coming at 147, but I'm kind of rooting for him a little bit now because he kind of feel like the comeback kid a little bit because, you know, his career is on the motherfucking, it's on the railroad tracks and the train is coming. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. So I'm kind of rooting for him a little bit now because I want to see him. To me, he was sharp tonight in the first half of the fight, but it was obvious when Granados started going to the and Adrien Broner was dominating on the inside to me, especially like in the second half of the fight when he had to. The uppercuts, and then the right hands to the body. Just pay attention a little bit. And I only watched the fight once. Pay attention to it a little bit. And when y'all
Me too, but I paid attention once, and then inside he was missing them punches. He just couldn't connect, man. He just couldn't get the leverage he wanted.
He was missing the punches, but he was also landing the cleaner, way cleaner punches inside. And even though Granados was doing good work to the body, them right hooks and them left uppercuts that he was landing was flush. And even the little short right hands. So
he definitely had the flushest elbows too. You forgot to score those, right?
Oh, come on, man. No, I didn't score the elbows, man. It's a fight.
Yeah, he didn't see the elbows. He saw everything else.
The ref didn't score the elbows either because it's a fight, man. If the
but that's the referee was mad at.
I saw a little bit from both of them. The headbutt.
No. I saw a guy fish hooking another guy and the other guy trying to let his hands go. That's it.
Oh my God, Granados bending down. He's 5'9". He's bending now down the headbutt. Adrien Broner, man, come on, man.
Maybe after 4 rounds of that, I would do the same thing.
It was a fight, man. It was a good, close. It was an entertaining, close fight. And I think Adrien Broner got the edge for the crisper, cleaner counter punching early, and the body. And the inside worked late. But I think it was a close fight.
Time to head on over to that Patreon, get that boomerang. Don't get caught with them words in your mouth. Definitely support us on Patreon. Listen, man, final thoughts, MD. Broner, Granados. Actually, let's all ask each other that question, right? What's next? Legitimately, what do you think he does? And we'll let everyone answer it twice. One being he does move down, and the other, do you know the other answer if he doesn't go down? Good doctor?
I think he attempts to move down, and I think that this happens again.
Phone jacker.
I don't like it happening again. I think Granados won. I think Adrien Broner.
Wait. You said it was a draw. Now you think he won?
Yeah. I think it was a draw. I apologize. I think it was a draw, but I think it should have been a really split, close decision for Granada. Adrien Broner did not look at.
What's that? You wearing Pradas? What are you talking about?
Yeah, Pradas. Granados. I think Granados was the most active guy in the ring tonight, and Adrien Broner was more.
He was the most active on the drinks tonight.
You're right, but Broner looked more on the defensive side to me, and yeah, would I want to see it again? Nah, but I did see that Adrien Broner was supposed to look like Floyd Money Mayweather, and it wasn't Floyd Money Mayweather.
I don't know who told you that. Where did you get your information?
To my own self, man. That's what I'm telling you. I thought the way he talked, the way he was interviewed with Jim Gray.
No, your quote earlier was the way his body moved.
Yeah, the way he moved, he threw a jab that looked like
Enrique, how do you feel about that apology at the end, right? Wasn't it like, didn't it seem like the line that they gave to him before he went into the fight, and they go, you need to say this, and then at the end of the fight he goes, yeah, I gotta apologize to all the kids that look up to me.
Yeah, I
thought all the moms who tell their kids to look up to me.
I mean, I will never tell my mom to look up my kids to look up to anybody. But the hand, I thought you
never tell your mom to tell your kids to look up to.
What kind of family do you have going on over there?
Stay away from the alcohol.
You're right.
Mario, what do you think of Broner, man?
I'll say that Broner definitely moves down. Here's the thing that somebody mentioned earlier about Terence Crawford being his biggest payday that he could possibly make. Adrien Broner is his own biggest payday. Look, what I want him to do and what I think he's going to do are two different things. What I think he's going to do is I think he's going to move back down to 140. I think we're not going to see him for a while. I don't think he's going to fight. I think he's going to let this fade away as a memory so that nobody tells him to step up big. He can go in, make money against guys. He's going to fight like a same kind of caliber guy, like this Omar Figueroa type of fighter who's going to allow him to exercise his best abilities without getting tested by his weakest. And he does that very easily, and he makes money, and that's it.
But how many more times can he lose? That's the real question. Against guys like this, he could lose.
Oh, absolutely.
Victor
absolutely
has about 7 losses, and his name is nowhere
near.
But
Victor, yeah,
Broner.
But nobody cares about
okay,
Victor
but
Ortiz.
Victor Ortiz
They
said
care
he's
enough
out
to
the
keep watching
StubHub.
him. They care enough to keep watching him. He
But
can
listen,
another big
at the end of the day, he's not going to keep making money like this for the rest of his life. That's obvious. But he can do it in the short term, and for him, the short term is the long term because he continues to take these longer layoffs. And I mean, it's just a game. It's a tactic.
And he also has a rap career to fall back on. He has like a
Broner Algieri.
I buy his boxers. I don't know if y'all do. I don't know.
Broner Algieri. Broner will win. He's just
Yo, your breath smell like.
Man, shut up.
Right
Heavy.
Broner Algieri. I think Algieri.
Let's let Matt answer the question.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Matt.
I think, like most people on the panel, that Broner is going to move down. I thought that he just does not look like a 147-pounder. He does not look like a welterweight. He does not have the power there. So drop back down. I want him to fight Crawford. I think it's the best fight in the division. I don't think it happens. I see him probably. He's probably going to fight somebody with the
better than Felix Diaz versus Crawford.
Well, we all know Felix Diaz is the truth, okay? And he can be a welterweight and junior welterweight champion at the same time. That's how good he is. So he's like a big one, okay? He's the Lomachenko of those divisions. So let's just not go there, okay? But no, Terence Crawford, Adrien Broner, I think it's a money fight too. I think it's possibly pay-per-view. I think they can promote it right, possibly. Let's be honest. No, if Crawford Postal is pay-per-view,
Crawford Broner is a pay-per-view.
The fighter I saw tonight, like he shouldn't.
I'm not saying you're a win. I'm not saying
he
you
shouldn't be headlining a pay-per-view card. That's all I have to say.
Will pay for Crawford Broner, whether it's for Crawford to whoop Broner, but they will pay.
Man, at this point,
the only big name in that division that could make that sort of fight.
I just
There's
have
no one
to-
else big in that division.
It's so far apart, I think, right now. I think Crawford is so far above Adrien Broner as far as competitiveness, as far as being a professional athlete, as far as being in shape, as far as boxing skills. I just think it's such a mismatch at this point.
I 1000% agree.
Mismatches, right?
I 1000% agree with MD on that, but I do want to ask real talk, Matt. I'm going to ask you this question and consider every single aspect of it. Who's the A side in that fight?
Adrien Broner.
I agree.
Against Crawford, he's the bigger money fight. Let's be. He's the better money. He brings the draw in. He does.
I will argue that and say that it is Adrien Broner, but I would say that I would
argue
say
that by saying it.
Yeah, but I would say that Crawford would probably beat him.
He will.
Down.
Crawford
Hands
will beat him.
down.
But hold on, MD, very quickly. Who do you think is the second best junior welterweight? Because I think me and you both agree that the best is Terence Crawford. So who's the second best?
Oh, he's gonna say Felix Diaz. This is what you want him to
No,
say?
No. I don't think Felix Diaz is the second best.
Probably Victor Postal.
Regis
Bill
Postal.
Bill, he hasn't done anything since that fucking loss.
Yo,
I mean, honestly,
Postal's on a milk carton somewhere.
I don't know that.
But it doesn't make him a bad fighter, though. I don't think.
If you don't fight for a year, aren't you out of the rankings?
Oh no! If you're talking, but see, when you ask the question, I think you're saying like theoretically. I don't think that you're saying like actuality. But if you are saying that, then I mean, what Ricky Burns? I guess. I mean,
junior welterweight. Who's the
okay?
second?
Yeah. I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
I think Broner could be there, right?
Where MD was coming from.
Gentlemen, let me jump back out to the phone line. We got 219 on the show. Who's this? Where you calling in from? First time caller?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, no, this is Toro from Indiana.
Who?
Toro from Indiana.
Toro from Indiana. What's going on, brother?
Like the bull.
Hey, what's up, man?
Like Benicio.
Yeah, I was actually right next to Joey from Indiana.
Oh, Walter, what the fuck is up, brother?
Oh yeah, Joey texted us.
Yeah, Joey told us, bro. Patreon Walter was at the fight with Joey from Indiana. What's going on, brother? Yo, you should have led with that, baby. What's going on, man?
I know it was random as hell. Man, great fight, but Granados whooped this dude's ass, bro.
And that's live.
Everyone from my section fucking knew it. They were from Cincinnati, half from Chicago, Garfield Park. Everyone knew Granados whooped his ass, bro. And people as hell.
Yeah, I saw that same fight. You're talking about.
I know, man. I was there live 8 rows back with Joey. And people were like, damn, you know what? Granados won that fight. I was so disappointed because I'm from Chicago too, and my girl was there too. And she saw the same fight, bro. You know what?
I saw the fight too.
Adrian, and you know what? And his boy, Robert Easter Jr., the nicest guy ever. I took a picture with him and everything. But, bro, man, yeah.
Yeah.
He was busy. He land like Broner. He would land those like big uppercuts and those like eye catching punches. But man, yeah, I don't think he did enough to win the decision. Whole full 12 rounds. He was just so busy.
10 rounds.
So busy. But hey, it is what it is. He got the fight. He's Cincinnati, Ohio. But if that fight was in Chicago, it would have won. It would have won to Granados. I'm telling you.
What about New
Who
York?
Who do you think won that fight? Ness, Casual, MD. Who do you think won that fight?
Well, Casual saw it a tie, and if it was in New York, it will probably still be a tie. Yeah, I had it 95-95.
You keep saying Granados won though.
I said a tie, but I saw Granado was the most active guy. But on paper, I had it a tie. So I watched a fight and I put numbers down.
You don't trust your eyes?
Casual, you agreed with him though when he said that Granados won every round. You said you agreed.
What I'm saying is,
from the heart, who won? Just right now.
Talking. Come on.
Stop with your casual nature.
Do you ever watch a fight and then be like, "Yo, he won" in your head, and then you start adding up your tens and your nines, then you're like, "Oh shit, it's a tie," just like Farhood.
I see what now. You should know what he's saying.
Yo, ever since we interviewed Farhood, he's trying to pull a Farhood call all in this.
But Ness, you know what he's trying to say. You're trying to say that, damn, I got scored this fight 5-5, but I saw this guy get his ass whooped because the rounds that he won were wider or whatever. So,
I hear you. Listen, let's wrap it up, man.
It's fight as a whole, and then separate from the rounds. Yes.
Well said.
Yo, follow me on Fight Talk. That's my Instagram, TBV_casual fan. This is my Twitter. I'm slurring. I've been up for 24 hours. Boxing.
He lost. He said 48. He said 48 earlier.
48. I'm delusional. I'm all crazy right now.
Yo, chill with that Tyson Fury, dog.
Yeah, get off that Tyson Fury.
I don't know what that is, but it's Friday, and I still got to be somewhere else at 12 noon tomorrow.
It's Friday?
It's not Friday.
No, I'm telling you, since Friday, and I got to be somewhere at 12 noon tomorrow.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Let me be in my world. Stay in your world, man. Do your thing.
You got 10 hours.
I know that's the bad part, but
yo, give your social media guys. Let's get on out of here, man. Before we all start messing up our words like casual.
You can follow me at BoxingMD1 on Twitter.
You can follow me at BoxingMD1 at Twitter.
Yo, stay out of my world, bro. You just cried about me getting in your world. You're that emotional drunk stage. Come on, man.
Yo, somebody said casual compared himself to Farhood. Shoot him.
Hey, mine's super easy. At Mari Munguia on everything. Everything.
You can find me at Mixed Combat News on Twitter and my MMA podcast, Mixed Combat Radio. You can find on Patreon, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, etc. Peace.
Ness, you want to hear about MMA, right? MMA? They had one of the bigger fights on a network that was canceled 2 hours before the fight. Put it that way. 2 hours before the fight.
Well, technically, it wasn't the biggest fight because it was Bellator. So let's just
what the
you
fuck
know that.
It doesn't matter.
You know that.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
Don't worry, you don't understand, Ness, because you hate MMA.
I want to see that though.
You can follow me at NessGTO. And
yo, first and foremost, my name is Nestor Gibbs, and I'm a super duper star.
Every other day, I get a brand new car.
Follow me on IG and Twitter at NessGTO. Head on over to ThaBoxingVoice.com/reunion. Them tickets.
Shout out to El Camino. That's my sponsor.
Oh, yeah. Yo, El Camino sponsored MD. So MD and Matt are officially half there. Barring Matt.
You're done.
MD got the El Camino shorts.
Yeah. Gotta throw the patch on his shorts. So it's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Sign up to Patreon. You want to see MD take on Matt, aka the hipster, versus
I got to go with Angel down to the sweatshop to get it sewn on. You know what I'm saying?
versus BoxingMD, aka the surgeon. Just never know, man. We trying to get Mario out there. You already know the PayPal. See if we can get the whole fam out there so he can witness Matt, right? Matt saying it's going to be greatness.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yo, he sparred 240-pound guys. I'm basic.
But Enrique's got to ref it though, right?
MD, hold on.
Enrique's got to ref it.
MD, hold on.
I might ref it.
Hold on. MD, you've been golfing, going to charity events, drinking whiskey. I've been training for what, 2 weeks now?
Ooh, two whole weeks.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yo, MD, you can't be this cocky and get chin checked.
Oh, what am I being? I'm living my life. I'm happy, man. I'm happy.
Yo, I'm living my life.
That's that Roy Jones Jr.
I know. He got that win over Bobby. Roy Jones.
Hey, MD, how does it feel to try to make a bitch move at the very last minute?
Yo, he pulled the diva card.
Wait.
People pay for you to fight me when I'm trapped.
I paid no diva move.
That's a diva move. That's a diva.
One second.
That's the most Canelo Cotto shit I've ever in my life.
No. You are calling my name out, getting a free trip out of this or whatever. I'm being compensated.
I paid my ticket before
I don't care about what you did. I'm being compensated for my time to go out there because I'm a busy motherfucker. This will be on Patreon. People will donate. I have a sponsor first off, so I don't even give a fuck.
El Camino.
For my time to be compensated. That's it. Muslim is for free.
It ain't Hugo.
It's not about this. I'm not being used for free.
You heard him? He said, I got a sponsor first off. Yo, you're such a diva, yo.
So it's like
I'm not doing it for free.
Thing. Oh, it's a chair. Oh, I thought it was like a charity thing. Shit, my bad.
MD, your sponsor is.
Y'all got me fucked up.
MD has too much of an ego to make it fun.
Oh man.
Oh, damn. This is like Eric Morales.
You go to make it fun? Yes, I'm sorry. This is just how you know. This is how you know you've never even been in a fight in your life where you think that it's funny. You think that it's funny. You think that it's funny to
have no idea.
You think that it's funny to say that I'm gonna knock you out or like whatever on podcast?
Yeah, it's hyping it up, man. It was hyping it up.
But is that funny?
It's hyping it up.
It's funny?
Hyping it up. Yeah, it was funny.
Wait, whoa. Are y'all gonna be able to continue to co-host together after this shit? Because I have been in fights.
I can. It's up to MD.
And I don't know. That shit's getting.
Man. They sound real serious.
I mean, he might be like Kanye West, like with Through a Wire. You know what I'm saying?
So you say he gonna be sipping soup?
Oh shit!
Through the wire. Damn, yo.
That's funny.
Yo, what is it? What is the PayPal? It's paypal.me/ThaBoxingVoice. I say we get Mario out there. He's been in there. We can have him do pads for the both of them. You know, we got Enrique as the director, and we get a little 24/7. I wanted to have a face-off, but, you know, Matt sent me a picture, like, sitting in front of the ring. He wanted to kind of intimidate MD. MD sent the real face-off pic with the big fuck you. You know, it felt like
let's say you do a face-off picture.
Or we can do a face. We can do a face off.
He took a picture of the second week he's been training, all sweaty and shit.
With his hair wraps on the side of him and shit.
Yo, Matt's not happy about this.
Yo,
hey, you know what? No, hey, real talk. MD, you did disrespect me the other day on the other show by attacking me as a person. Hey, hold on. Hey, let me have my piece.
Mario, I called him emotionally immature. That's it. Hey,
MD, let me have my
piece. That's the worst we've ever said over air to each other.
Motherfucker, let me have my piece, okay? I'm trying to be real talk right now, okay? So you disrespected me as a person, and I think that's different than when we disrespect each other when it comes to our boxing knowledge. Because that's our opinions, man. Like, you have your opinions about boxing, I have mine. We can call each other stupid all day for that. But I have never once called you anything. I've never said that you are lesser of a man or lesser of a human.
I know me and Enrique have better things to do than spar each other in life. So if I got in a heated debate over Enrique, I'd go, Enrique, spar me. Enrique, spar me. Enrique has the right to call me emotionally immature. You decided to do this, so I did this. That's why I said that. That's it.
Okay, then fuck off.
This is like the guy, this is the person in me who like tries to keep everybody cool. But what was the comment within the context? Like, maybe he was kind of like referring to the way I'm not saying that you deliver your information. I think you're very smart, Matt. and you too, MD. But maybe the context was in the confines of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could call you like a bitch, not because I think you're a bitch, but because I think that you like a fighter and you're acting like his bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? It could have been like that, maybe. I don't know. Am I wrong? Am I just trying to
just confuse me? I don't even know what you're saying, man.
If you called him emotionally, whatever you called him, like, I mean, was that like a personal attack? Maybe you're just like saying the way that he conducts himself. Okay. I'm not trying to tell you how to interpret it. I'm just.
Of course, it wasn't a personal.
When I crossed the line with MD, I apologize like a man. He has yet to do
but
that.
that wasn't a personal attack, Matt. That's the way you're receiving it.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Wait, when have I ever crossed the line? When have I ever crossed the line?
Well, according to him, you did by
exactly. Whenever I ever crossed the line with anybody.
Just like when I crossed the line according to you that one time, I apologize.
Oh my God.
Wait. You did cross the line. You did cross the line.
This show's gotten different. I'm not gonna
cross the line because there are some standards that human beings live by, and you choose to not accept that. That's it.
I sense some projection right now.
Yo, where's Vic at? I'm calling Vic out. No, I'm just bullshitting.
Yo, Nest. Did you post that text message I just sent to you on social media? Did you
No,
post
I don't be doing that. Come on.
I didn't post it. That's what he did. That's what he did.
No. Don't go over there lying and say I did. I referenced something that you said on social media. Own up to it.
Matt. Don't fall into MD. You know that was a joke. And it was sarcasm. So it's a little shot at you for sure. This show is going overboard. No more overdrive, all right? That's it, people.
Yo, can you guys hear that?
No, we don't. What we do here is theboxingvoice.com/reunion for your tickets. We're out.
Peace.
Peace.